YouTube, what up? Um, this is kind of just like I don't have any notes written down or nothing like that. I just wanted to continue to talk about the Josh Giddey situation, and I ain't necessarily just Josh Giddey, the individual himself. I'm really just talking about the mainstream media and just how they hypocrites, bro. I made a video about Stephen A. Smith when I was reacting to his, his opinion or whatever the case may be when it came to the Josh Giddey situation, talking about how, yeah, the fans, they steady blowing him up like, man, speak on the Josh Giddey situation, speak on the Josh Giddey situation. He was talking about how he was annoyed and how the Arab, they don't have all the facts out already. They don't have any facts to really talk about it. Um, how about he could get sued and that we're idiots, you know what I'm saying? All this and that. And I like listening to Stephen A. Smith sometimes, not like I used to, because of course, as I got older, I became more wiser. I can see that motherfuckers just be wanting to keep their position and their jobs and their money and their cash flow. They don't want to lose their job. I believe Stephen A. Smith probably makes at least $2 million a year. You know, he's a top dog, and he don't want to lose that. So he speaks on what he's told to speak on, and when he does speak on certain situations, like on his YouTube channel, he's very cautious on what he talks about and how he says it. Cause best believe, bro, y'all gotta think about this shit. I know that Stephen A. Smith got his own show. Man, the motherfucker always want to call him when I'm working. But even though Stephen A. Smith got the Stephen A. Smith show on his YouTube channel, Shannon Sharp got Club Shay Shay. We're really Club Shay Shay. We all kind of know Club Shay Shay is directly ESPN, like help with ESPN, but the nightcap with him and Ocho Cinco, which I like, by the way. I don't really listen to it like I was like a couple weeks ago, because I don't like how I don't think they were speaking about the Josh Giddey situation either. But I say that to say this: they're both employees of ESPN, right? I guarantee you, all the folks that work at ESPN, it's somebody that's monitoring them folks' videos to make sure they ain't getting out of line, stepping out of line, because anybody could be replaced. Anybody. And y'all be absolute fools to not believe it. Man, Nick, you reaching, bro. Man, think about that shit, man. Y'all don't think that at least one employee from ESPN who's a brown nose or who may just be one of the top dogs of ESPN that's ahead of Stephen A. Smith and Shannon Sharp that's probably watching and keeping tabs on what they saying and what they not saying. Man, I promise you, bro, this shit deeper than the ocean, man. I just found out about this Von Miller situation where he was a football. He just turned himself in because he was being accused of beating on his girl, and they were talking about how ESPN stopped like their regular scheduled show or segments, and they touched on that shit immediately. And it just shows, bro, like the media talks about what they want to talk about, and I promise you, they trying to sweep this Josh Giddey shit under the rug, bro. I know. The last thing I heard about the Josh Giddey situation was, uh, people was trying to reach out to, the 16-year-old, 17-year-old parents, and they refused to cooperate with the police or the official, whatever the case may be. But really, I think they just gave them hush money. I mean, think, bro, yeah, bro, money rules the world, bro. Yeah, stop being naive, bro. Everybody is not just good for the good of their heart. If you got enough money, you can corrupt anybody, or you can manipulate anybody. I don't give a damn, bro. But man, that shit just crazy, bro. Like I just want, I really don't give a fuck because I already knew this shit was gonna happen. My little Josh Giddey video I did, it only ain't got 10 views. I don't believe. Nobody give a fuck about that shit like that. But what I want to do is I just want to put y'all on hip. Like I'm trying to get y'all hip to this shit. I want y'all to stop being naive. And when y'all listen to y'all favorite analyst or favorite sports talk shows, remember they talk about what's popping and they talk about what they're told to talk about. You know what I'm saying? And they don't want to lose their job, just like you and me. At our regular 9 to 5. If we was to go in that motherfucker smelling like weed or talking about bitches and hoes all loud and shit, You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get fired. So what we do is we hold our tongue, we move carefully, so we can keep our job and keep our money. And them niggas that's in a higher situation than us, they do the exact same thing. They just get way more money than us. And like I don't blame them. Cause shit, they probably living comfortable. They probably take care of multiple people besides themselves, and they just don't want to lose that status or that money for trying to stand up for something that's right. They just don't. So again, I don't give a fuck because I already know what it is. And then you got all these college football games, which is going crazy. By the way, I was watching Oregon and Washington yesterday, and I'm watching Texas and Oklahoma State right now. Man, it's too much shit going. So there's a lot of shit going on, so they can just sweep this Josh Giddey shit under the rug. But I promise you, my nigga, if Josh Giddey was Kyrie Irving or LeBron James or Ja Morant, I promise you they'll be talking about this shit 24/7, 365. Kyrie Irving, if it was Kyrie Irving specifically, because y'all know that was on his ass for years. Every little thing he did, that was on his ass for years. He would have been suspended right now. He would not be playing. Yep. Man, I couldn't even imagine, bro. I promise you I couldn't even imagine. They'll probably tell Stephen A. Smith, like, man, you're going to be, okay, we're going to talk about this Kyrie Irving situation as soon as we start the show. And I want you to be the lead voice. You know what they doing that shit, my nigga? Man, come on, man. But if y'all like the video, man, like the video, comment, subscribe. I know I'm supposed to be doing these faceless videos more often, but it is what it is. I'm gonna continue to post. I gotta find a way for me to, every time I say a word with a P, I always make that little noise, and I hate that. So I gotta figure out how to stop that. But if y'all like the video, man, like the video, like I said, I'm gonna continue to talk about sports and just a variety of things. And y'all be smooth out there. And I'm out here.